Hello, and welcome to 2023. As of this recording, it is January 4th, 2023, and I thought I would make a video today about whether or not you can grow an audience on YouTube without niching down. And the short answer is yes, I believe you can, but we're going to get into the details. One of the common YouTube creator struggles when it comes to growing on YouTube is not really knowing what to publish. Maybe you have kind of a general idea, so you want to try different things, but the idea of picking a niche, picking a specific category or topic feels a little bit like a cage. I know I feel that way. On this channel and on the channel that I run for Podia, I've talked about niching down as kind of a cornerstone of growing an audience. If you look back at the content on this channel, you'll see a lot of stops and starts. I'll kind of focus on one thing and then stop posting videos, sometimes for several months, and then I'll start posting again. Even as recently as last year, I decided, okay, I'm gonna start focusing on video tips and I'm gonna make a YouTube series. And I did every single video in that series once a week until the very last one, and I never finished that one. And then I just stopped posting videos, with the exception of my family Christmas video that I do post every year, and you should definitely check out. This idea of niching down being really important and powerful when it comes to audience building is what stops me in my tracks just about every time, because I'm like, I'm not feeling this topic anymore. I don't really feel like posting another video. But then if I post something different that I do feel like making, it's gonna be weird and like it's not in the same niche. And so maybe I should just stop altogether. The logic behind it kind of makes sense, because it's like, well, if I'm trying to grow an audience around a specific niche and the next video I post isn't going to fit in that category, people are gonna leave. They're gonna be like, oh, this isn't what I subscribed for, and they're gonna peace out. And the thing about posting content is you rarely have people unsubscribe when you don't post anything, because it's like, oh, if I don't post anything, they're not thinking about me. They're not thinking about my content. If I've uploaded consistently, but then I stop, most people aren't really going to notice. But if they subscribe to me for a specific thing, and then I upload a video on a different category, they're gonna notice. And then all of a sudden they have a decision to make. If I don't publish a video, they don't have to make a decision and they won't leave. So back to the original question, do you need to niche down in order to grow on YouTube? I think that question means well, but it's kind of coming at the problem from the wrong angle. The thing we're trying to do is we're trying to share content, do that consistently, and hopefully, as we share content, hone our skills and grow an audience. That's what we want to do. And if you're putting things in order of what's the most effective way to grow an audience, certainly picking a topic or a niche is up at the top. If somebody follows you because they found something valuable that you posted, they're going to want to continue following you for more content like that, to solve more of that same kind of problem or produce that same kind of result. At the very bottom of that list, that produces 0 subscribers, that gets you no results whatsoever, is not publishing, just stopping completely. And that's what happens. When I stop publishing, I basically stop growing. I might have some residual growth from videos that I've posted previously, but I'm not getting any new subscribers from new content because I'm not making the content. Let me show you this chart that I made to illustrate this idea. So on the bottom, you've got time, and over here, you've got audience size. And this is what happens to your growth over time. If you post nothing happens. And then if you choose a niche, it's like up and to the right, which is great. This is a very precise visual of what will happen to I'm just kidding. No, this is very rough. Posting random things, just like, what do I feel like posting today? What do I feel like sharing? What do I feel like talking about? Can definitely get you more audience growth than posting nothing. Posting in a specific niche and then pivoting from time to time, you might lose some subscribers, you might lose some of your audience, but then some of them will keep going with you. And so it's kind of got that type of a growth curve. I kind of see myself as somewhere in between this pivoting line and the random line. I just have such a hard time committing to one niche. I think that's okay. What I can't do is I can't decide I'm just going to post whatever I want and expect to have a growth curve like this. I can expect that if I post videos that my growth will be better than posting nothing. I just wanted to share that visual with you because it's kind of a helpful way for me to think about it. Now, another thing that's encouraging is that your niche is not the only thing that determines how you grow. In my mind, there are three other things that kind of contribute to, or that are multipliers for growth. There's your personality or your voice or your unique style, whatever you want to call it, but your essence, the thing that makes your content uniquely you. And we could get into a whole thing just about that. But the more authentic you are and the more you express yourself, the easier it is for people to connect with you. If they feel connected to you, even if every time you post it isn't in a specific niche, they'll at least think, oh, I like this person. I like their delivery style. I like generally the way they present information. And so I'm going to follow it. And maybe every third video or every 10th video is something that's like, oh yeah, I really like that. And they think that's worth sticking around for because of you. The second thing is how consistently you post. If you post once a month or once a year or once a week or every day, those different cadences are going to affect your growth in different ways. And the third thing is the quality of your content. Really, what kind of experience are you creating for the viewer? If it's not very entertaining, if it's not very engaging, if your audio or video quality is distracting, that's going to have an effect on how your audience grows. But as you tighten those things up, as you hone those skills, and develop those over time, your video quality improves. That can also reflect in your audience growth. So to sum up, picking a niche and sticking with it is a great strategy for growing on YouTube, but it's not the only strategy. There are other ways that you can think about the type of videos that you post that don't necessarily have to fit into a specific niche, especially if you're also focused on the other three things: building authenticity into your videos, being consistent, and working on your quality so that you can provide a great viewing experience. With all of that said, on this channel, like I said, I'm definitely going to be hitting somewhere in between the random and pivoting range of content. I love doing creative things. I'm a musician, I'm an artist, I'm a designer. I'm always working on some new idea or project. And so I want this channel to be kind of a creative exploration of those things. I still want to provide value. I still want to make videos like this where I'm offering my experience and advice in hopes that it will resonate with you and help you on your creator journey. I'm still very passionate about creators in general, especially creators on YouTube. People working with video. A lot of my content is probably going to touch around those things, but I'm not going to box myself in. I'm not going to put myself in what feels like, for me, a cage, in favor of hopefully posting more consistently. If that hasn't scared you away and you're not already subscribed, I would love it if you would hit the subscribe button and join me on this journey. What do you think about all of this? Does this resonate with you? What are your thoughts about niching down versus just posting random stuff? What is your strategy going to be for growing your audience on YouTube? Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.